1998 in Cologne. And the man we've not seen, in fact, is Anthony Edwards of Australia, who's two from the bottom of your picture. He got a silver medal in the lightweight four at the Sydney Olympics, and he's back in the squad after a year off.
Yeah, changing from rowing to sculling is never that easy, but he will have done a lot of training in a single scull, probably, in his career. Basilini is the 1998 World Single Sculls champion. The Italian nearest to us, so he is certainly a man to deal with. But Sam Lynch is the class sculler here, and he's been going very fast indeed. He won his semi in the fastest time. He was world champion last year, and he's a lovely sculler.
Mind you, he's mindful, Dan, of a few words said to him by Peter Haining after he won last year. Peter Haining, of course, who won for Great Britain 3 times consecutively in the 90s, who said the second time's harder.
Well, he should know. He should know. He's actually now rowing. He's made a transfer the other way. He's rowing in the British lightweight 8 at the moment, at the age of 40. But it's Edwards who's gone out in front, the man new to sculling. He's gone out in front and he's sculling very nicely. Sits quite upright here. Silver medalist from Sydney. And Ingo Uhle, who's really a very effective sculler. He was 4th last year and 4th in the lightweight double in Sydney.
But it is Australia just leading from Ireland at the moment. Sam Lynch finding his stride now, moving smoothly in second place there. And then the other 3 crews above him just bunched up there, Euler, Tucker and Hase. Just worth mentioning the Japanese sculler on the far side there. Very useful, the 28-year-old from Nagoya. We haven't seen him, but he was a member, Dan, if you can remember, in 2000 of Japan's successful lightweight quadruple scull, which gave them their first ever gold medal.
Yes, it's, Japanese rowing is interesting because it's usually based on university rowing, and then from then on they move into the world of business and working for the man, if you like, and they move away from their rowing, from their sport, so they don't have a chance to develop. But Hase is certainly somebody who has carried on with his rowing, and he is a class act. And up here now he's well in the hunt for medals.
And here's Basilini, who must be one of the most frustrated men around because he's a class act. Apart from winning in 98, this particular competition, he was successful in 1999 in the lightweight pair. But with the likes of Luini and Pettinari around, for him to find a place in the lightweight double is a nightmare. Well,
absolutely. And there's nothing really he can do except perhaps change to rowing and try to get into the 4. But look at Sam Lynch. That's such superb sculling. He's a really masterful sculler. He just moves his boat without it checking at all. He's got a lovely finish there where he sends it at the finish, sitting there completely relaxed and moving through into the lead. He's now about 3/4 of a length ahead of Australia's Edwards, and it's Edwards is now being put under pressure by Steve Tucker on the far side there in the dark boat.
Yes, there's a big Irish contingent on the bridge at about 1,250 metres who will give a big shout for Sam as he goes through there. This 2,000-metre course on the Guadalquivir, it's characterised by the bridges that link it. The Cartuya Bridge up at the start, and that bridge at the end, the Alamilo Bridge, which is so distinctive. And this section, of course, of the river is landlocked, so it's not tidal. But if you go further downstream, well, you could catch a boat and go all the way down to Cadiz and the Atlantic Ocean. But nothing like that will be on Sam Lynch's mind at the moment as Tucker makes a move.
Look at Steve Tucker go, though. He's very long forward, very, very aggressive sculling, and he really has got his tail up. He is moving, pushing on to Sam Lynch. This is his big push, Tucker. Middle 1,000, that's where it really has to work. Very good, canny scullers, these. All of them very, very good technicians. They really know what they're up to.
And that's the roar I told you about, Dan. It was all pre-planned. Lots of members of the St Michael's Club, which is the club to which Sam Lynch belongs, giving him a right old roar as he goes under there with less than 750 metres to go. And Tucker in second place there in lane number 2. at the moment on his own in the silver medal position, and a battle going on for third and fourth. Germany involved in that at the moment.
Sam Lynch at 33 strokes a minute, looking very comfortable there. Steve Tucker doesn't look like he's going to get fussed too much by anybody behind him, but can he make a move on Sam Lynch? I doubt it. He pushed it very, very hard in the middle there. And look at Barsolini. Going through 1,500 metres, Barsolini has moved ahead of the rest of the field there. Now he's tracking Tucker. Can Tucker hold him off? Because I don't think Tucker's going to catch Lynch. Lynch now sculling away from the field. This is masterful sculling, wonderful sculling.
Yeah, well, Lynch was much the quickest of everybody during that third quarter, 1:42.03. And as you said, Dan, the man chasing really hard now is Barsolini, who's not quite as quick as Steve Tucker, but that looks as if it could be reversed any time now, because it's Sam Lynch who's in front now. Barsolini is on the bottom of your picture on the left there. Tucker's just almost at the top of the picture. You can see him there, and it's a difficult angle, but Barsolini is getting there, Dan, to the American, and there's not a great deal between the two of them.
Tucker's up at 38 strokes a minute. He's been up there for an awful long time, and this is very, very tough. But he's still got a guard about a third of a length on Barsolini. Barsolini's coming with a real flourish at the end, but no one's going to touch Sam Lynch, who is sculling very, very well indeed. But look at Barsolini go, closest to the camera.
Still got some work to do. Look at the line of the bow balls there. It's still Steve Tucker who's got the advantage, but here comes Barsolini, the 24-year-old from Navarra. He's up at 42 strokes per minute, and he's just gone through now, and he's into the silver medal position, and he's still attacking.
That's a great, great finish from Barsolini. Steve Tucker had really done all his work in the middle and couldn't hold off Barsolini. Although he was still rating high, he wasn't moving the boat. But it's Sam Lynch coming home for his second successive title, with Barsolini overlapping him, and Steve Tucker rode out into third place.
Well, that's a tremendous performance by Sam Lynch, and for my money, Dan, probably a better performance by him here than it was in winning last year on the Rotsee.
Well, he's growing in stature, he really is, and that was a very impressive piece of sculling. Great finishing from Barsolini, who just is one of the toughest competitors around. Steve Tucker will be disappointed with that, because he did everything he could in the middle, didn't close enough on Sam Lynch, and then really didn't have anything then to hold off Barsolini at the end.
If you take a look at Barsolini's performance, Dan, well, he lost 1.38 seconds in the third quarter to